This tutorial will walk you through turning raw data into a customized chart in Google Sheets. I find this useful when working with our building improvement team. It's much easier to look at data in a chart format when doing team planning, and adds a visual element to data analysis. It's also useful for classroom teachers, literacy coaches, and other school personnel that are using data to make decisions. By the end of this tutorial, you should be able to add a chart to a Google Sheet, customize the chart type to fit your data type, edit the title, subtitle, and axes titles, add a trend line to a bar graph, and edit the display range. Once you have collected your data and have it in Google Sheets, you're ready to go. In this example, I have data regarding student attendance overall and broken down by session. In order to add a chart to Google Sheets, select the data that you want to chart. I'm including any labels for the data. Then click on Insert and Chart. A chart menu will pop up on the right side of your screen. This is where we'll do most of our work. A chart or graph will also appear in your sheet. Google Sheets tries to guess at what type of chart you want based on the data and labels. In this case, it gave me a line graph. I want to break down my data into a bar graph with a trend line. To do this, I'm going to click on the Chart Type drop-down menu and choose the column chart. Now I'm going to customize my chart. First, let's look at the chart title and axis. To do this, click on Customize, and then Chart Title and Axis. I can edit my chart's main title by typing in the box. If I use the drop-down box, I can also add a subtitle. This is useful for me because we have a lot of attendance codes, but only some of them are going to not count towards attendance rates. I can add a horizontal label for my x-axis. For this one, it's months. And a vertical axis title for my y-axis. Next, I want to display a trend line. This is useful to look at the overall effective data over a given period of time. To do this, I'm going to click on Series, and then I'm going to check the box that says Trend Line. Finally, I want to change my display range in my chart. To do this, I'm going to click on Vertical Axes and enter a minimum and maximum range. This allows me to zoom in on the part of the graph that shows the data. In this case, there's no data that's relevant below 87%. Because my data is in percents, I have to enter numbers between 0 and 1. I'm going to use 0.85 for my minimum and 1 for my maximum. If your data is in standard numerical format, you would enter any range you want. This allows my trend line to show up better and show my subtle differences on my trend line. I can also change the size of my chart to help with visibility. All I have to do is click on the chart and then click, hold, and drag one of the size boxes. Now, when my building network team looks at the data, they'll see the raw numbers in the data set up at the top in addition to the chart. The chart with trend lines allows us to quickly see that attendance rates are dropping over the year and that specifically our AM students attend less than our PM students. This allows us to figure out what is going on with certain groups of students. Now that you've completed this tutorial, you should be able to create a chart in Google Sheets, customize your chart type, add titles, add a trend line, and edit your display range.